Please allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Jan Bäss, and with me is Dave Lizotte, and this is James Conrad! Woohoo! We're all excited to have 3 American players in Europe, in Norway, home of the Vikings on the PDGA Euro Tour. Thomas Gilbert has been in Europe for a while, but James Conrad is, I think, it's the first time here, and Gregg Barsby is an old, accustomed player. This course is tighter than tight. I mean, you gotta hit the lines. That's nothing new for a professional disc golf tournament, but these shades are something that are really fresh. Gregg Barsby. And he played here yesterday because he was basically blind on the course. But Dave, let us introduce the players.
All right, Mr. Shot of the Century needs no introduction at all. So we'll go on to who's tied in first place with him, Hjalte Jensen. Just 1 point under 1,000 rated, so he's putting on a show for himself, that's for sure. He's playing really well if he's in contention with James Conrad. Thomas Gilbert, who we saw in the last production, ready to get going from Toronto, Canada. And the Mr. Gregg Barsby, there you go, sporting the shades from Texas. So, what a smile, eh? What a guy.
And what a hoarse voice.
What a voice. All right, here we are, look at that course. So we got 2 players at -6, then there's a bit of a separation, -4, -3, few players at -3, lots of players at -2. And yeah, Kevin Jones is also in the mix here, as is Nate Perkins, so there's lots of players who can do some moving around, and this is a very, very, very intimidating first hole. What do you think of it, Jan?
It's getting tighter and tighter. It's like a funnel. The play of choice is basically, yeah, shoot it out there and bring it to roll, because fences on the left and on the right, everything over it is OB, so roller is the choice of the most players who can actually
do that.
reach this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's if you have a good controlled roller, it's basically the safest play, but we'll see. It seems to be a nice sunny day here. It's somewhere on the west coast of Norway, where the Vikings live. Yeah. And James has just put it down to the beginning of the entrance. I'd call that a safe play.
Yeah.
Just getting going.
Getting it done. And this is our up-and-coming player from Denmark, like KJ.
Yeah.
He feels his hot breath in his neck, but KJ is not here. Ooh, choosing the straight line.
Yeah, and he also is just trying to put one down, not getting too crazy on the first hole. They certainly have a lot of wind to contend with, Hjalte, today. I'm sorry, that was German, Hjalte. I get confused.
Yeah, so this is part of the silver series of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. And
Barsby.
Ah, there we go, an announcement. Gregg's the only one that got announced. I think he bought the guy dinner last night and said, hey, just announce me, okay?
And then I will wear my hair open. And that's...
There we go. There's the roller that we're waiting for, but it has turned over too much. So, yeah, sort of a safe roller, you know. Lead card, second round.
They try to keep their spots. And actually, there are just 2 holes on the course that are played under the par. So, as I said in the beginning, this is going to be a tough course.
Yeah. You can't get over the glass shades.
No, I can't. I can't. But the good thing is, like yesterday, Gregg played this course blind, and today, well, kind of blind. He's been here before, but there are some slight changes. I think it's even better manicured, the whole thing. Like the rough is more rough and the fairway is more fair.
So it looks as if we're gonna Oh, we got one more approach to be done. I don't think that Hjalte is going to be having any troubles with this. Unless he's nervous because he's playing with James Conrad and Gregg Barsby. I mean, Thomas Gilbert is also good, but I think James and Gregg have an aura about them a little bit more. Now they've been around a bit longer, and with all the titles they've got. So, it looks as if we're going to be having a nice par frame. I very much expect James to make this putt. There we go. So very few people actually managed to birdie this hole.
Yeah.
Looking at the stats list here, and the actual stats of birdies is way smaller.
Than the double bogeys.
Than the double bogeys, actually, yeah. There's a big space of par. A lot of people got par on this hole. So after that one, you're faced with this doozy of a 84-meter long, I don't know, 5 meters wide, maybe, at the most. This little, you have to stay right of that board. That's what it's protecting the tee off of another hole.
Well, you can go left, but it's tougher to play the two.
Is it not a Mando?
No, it's not a Mando.
Okay. Well, I'm so happy I learned something new today. Wow, look at that, eh? It's right down the pipe. Nice AstroTurf. Oof.
Yeah.
He went neither left nor right. That's the wrong way.
And maybe a little too high.
Yeah.
Now it's basically the fences, left and right. And after...
And
this
he
one.
wasn't trying to go left, was he? That can't be.
I think he was sneaking through on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we see the Mando arrow here on the left.
There we
this
go.
Is the shot that is
There we go.
required. Yeah.
Thomas showing them how it works.
It pays out to be in Europe for a while.
Absolutely. Just getting acclimatized now to actually being here. Oh, stop. Oh, that was mean.
That was...
Hit the pin and roll like to circle's edge. That's kind of like, oh, jeez. Job done, and then, oh, not even close.
I wonder if Gregg is changing his hairstyle like on every hole.
I don't think I care.
I do. Hair care is more important than this.
Oh boy, so James still has a lot of work left to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets snagged up. James having a little bit of a hard time getting into the round today.
Is the envy not working?
No, well, we all know what it's like, eh? Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it's just a little more difficult.
And this is like, we will see this on every hole. If you hit the lines, you got it easy going, straight to the pin. If you don't, you got to struggle up for par.
Yeah. So here's a good bid for... Oh, jeez, he's so good at those, eh? You're almost surprised when it doesn't go in, huh? Those big putts like that.
Come on, Gregg.
Straddle Master. Hits the pin, rolls all the way down there, and come on. Oh, just misses.
I like the faces in the background. They were like, okay, is that preparation or is that a mosquito?
Oh, come on. Oh, that was a must make. Unfortunate.
Thomas Gilbert with the sole birdie on hole number 2.
There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps.
For
It's
the
about
stats buffs.
5 meters.
Yeah, for the stats buff for you guys. Like this hole plays harder than the first hole.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess a lot of people didn't make it past that big sign. Well, so far we have a whole bunch of pars and a birdie on the group. And I guess these are going to be some bogeys, right? What do we got for bogeys today, Jan? Anything?
Oh yeah, we have. Oh, for those who are not accustomed to us commentating, we have a bogey ball. and the bogey ball is consistent of licorice. But let us talk about.
I'm filling it.
Okay, hole 3. Basically 126 meters, and there is a lot of rough, and it's windier than the moment when this drone was flying.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, you can basically land everywhere, and there is hazard. There is hazard, and you have to play, as we all know, we play from the hazard. And somebody's breathing heavily into this camera. This gives me an extra thrill for the excitement of playing this hole.
Wow, what a tight little tunnel just to get out. And apart from that, once it's out there, you're just going for distance, right? So 130 meters, they've basically easily got them that in, but it's the difficulty of keeping it.
This might not be good for Thomas. This is, when you look at the caddy book, it's just flirting with disaster. Like, it's really close. Oh. Yeah. Gregg learned from yesterday.
Stay to the right and start coming in now.
He has a putt.
He has a putt. Slightly obstructed, but he's a good straddle putter, so.
I have to laugh a little, not because James is slipping here, but because of the breathing of the follow cam.
Yeah. James also on the other side of the green, also with a putt, possibly obstructed with a couple of little trees.
That looks good. If
that that's a nice line. Come stable. On, come on. Get some skippage. Oh. Okay, well, the grass looks a little sticky. Maybe long and lush.
I mean, seriously, for all you amateur players, or not like amateur, but those who are not on tour, the first aim is first to get through this gap and then converting this into a beautiful birdie putt. It's
so he was actually the furthest away from the players. That's interesting. I thought he was the closest.
Perspective, camera angles.
Yeah,
we are all confused
crazy. And speaking of camera angles and perspective, nice putt, Thomas. Usually these tight. Oh, we get a nice little right through the birch trees. Excellent. Sweet. Often when you see from behind the tee off, you see these tight gaps that they have to throw through, and in my experience, the tight gaps you see on cameras are generally even tighter in real. So just the angle of one tree that's sort of a tiny little bit more over now, and you're just going, how am I going to get off the tee pad here? So they were all successful with that. And here's Gregg for his birdie. There we go.
Excellent.
So this hole seems pretty easy. How did it play out?
It is a little easier. 0.24 over.
Over, okay. Yeah. But then again, this is the entire field, right?
That is the entire field, which is actually 106.
We're back into the athletics field surrounded by a running track. They've managed to somehow make a par 4 here, 146 meters. There's a lot of OB on the right-hand side and on the left-hand side, and little islands on the track. So it's actually a little bit confusing, this hole, isn't it?
I tell you, I give you some something to hold on.
Oh, please.
Basically, the middle circle is fairway, and everything else from the pitch itself, from the square pitch in the middle, is OB. So the play of choice is whether whacking it all over it, which is possible, or playing a roller to the side.
So they have a big circle in the middle of the field, and that's basically the landing zone. Yeah. Because I remember watching this tournament last year, and that looks
short. just 2 meters short.
Yeah, well, he threw not far enough. I remember them all throwing towards the running track for some reason. They had some weird, but they're not doing that anymore.
Oh, he does.
Oh, there we go.
Because he knows.
Oh, so he's going for the roller up against the fence. Yeah.
Yeah. But to make it even more tricky, this one found OB, and on the middle of the track, there's also a hazard zone. So
wow. So Gregg goes for the easy roll up against the fence. Yeah. Safe shot. And yeah, that's what you get, no?
That's what you get.
That's what you get for
Gregg.
Yeah.
Take that home with you. You can do better.
And there, that one's in. That's all the way. Yeah, good solid throw.
Danish Dynamite.
Yeah.
Hjalte.
James so tall, he's in the trees. Oh, actually, no, it was camera perspective. I'm sorry.
And
looks a little wet on the ground there. It's been raining quite a lot there, hasn't it?
It has.
And
been
James
raining.
Isn't even close.
No.
To getting over the OB zone.
So the good old OB rule is, if you hit the field and you didn't cross over, yeah, you play from the field, where the field starts.
Where the field starts?
Yeah, so they just get like basically 15, 20 meter shorter hole.
And throw it again, long distance throw. Now this looks as if it's got some nice glide on it.
Yeah, that's will be
and it is looking... I think he just squeaked himself in there.
I think now James knows that a football pitch in Europe is 100 meters.
Yeah.
Sometimes even more.
Yeah, James not known for his huge distance compared to some of the other players like Drew Gibson and Simon, of course, who doesn't have that much distance anymore, if I dare say so myself, because he's chilled out. But
you may say so.
Still, even the players on tour that aren't known for their distance can still easily throw 130, 140 meters, right?
Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused.
Easily is, no, of course.
Well, yesterday, Gregg parked his second shot.
And this looks fading off to the left unless it's... oh, it's way short again. So the boys are leaving themselves quite a lot of work.
Headwind. I think that solves the mystery why they all don't really play that well.
So
there's a headwind.
That's a layup. Yeah, but you know what? Headwind, schmedwind, eh?
Yeah.
Throw harder.
Actually, it's circling. I was just looking on the flags on the right-hand side, and they were like strong against the players.
Okay.
And now they weren't when Hjalte was shooting.
And James going for a really sexy-looking layup.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, really well. Oh, Gregg was ready to run that one in. So close.
Yeah, he lost his money.
Yeah. No.
Well,
so they're having a hard time on this hole.
They have. How does it play out? Yes.
Well, it looks like half a stroke over par for the entire field, but the amount of birdies is actually quite one of the largest on the entire course, actually, the amount of birdies that are here played compared to other holes.
Yeah, 13 maybe.
Yeah.
But hey, that is the back nine, ladies and gentlemen.
So there's a birdie.
And 17, of course, is the easiest hole.
So double bogeys, triple bogeys, and one birdie, which is super when you're on the lead card to get a birdie against all those bogeys. That moves you many, many places. Now here, really tight hole, but it's so... I remember this hole from last year. It just looks so incredibly fascinating to be having this raised up fairway beside the path and now the fence on the left. So... also very I don't know how often we have to say it, very tight hole, but that's what it is, 170 meters.
And you can actually cut through everything and land on the green. I've seen that.
That's right, eh? There's a little bit of a tricky way to go if you go on to the right, and there's no Mando here to protect that.
No. And you have to trust your disc. I mean,
yeah.
Seriously.
So look at this throw, eh? Just from this angle, it looks tight. You can imagine what it's like from... and that's base...
No.
Oh, come on, no. No,
That's where you
no.
get for
Oh,
having
no, a perfect
throw.
throw like that. And then it rolls OB. Well, that is kind of...
Nasty
Can I say
OB.
unfair?
Yeah, you can.
Sort of with such a beautiful... I mean, that was pinpoint beautiful shot.
Yeah.
And then he got punished for having the best shot ever I've seen on this hole. So that's a little unfortunate.
Well, it's not the best shot then.
That I find it a weird trend that lots of courses are starting to put OBs where the long grass and rough starts, which is sort of against my idea. I mean, if you throw in the woods, then you got to play out of the woods. But if there's an OB line, then you get a stroke and you take it out of the woods. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
That's
really...
a discussion for another day, maybe.
Same with me, but I'm kind of complaining about this OB line, like, because Hjalte's shot was, come on.
Yeah.
If it's like 5 meters longer, the fairway on the path they're just walking on or not, that doesn't really make a difference. Like, it's not more secure or whatever.
So James Conrad, who is writing the blueprints for how to play this
Lord,
hole safely and nicely. There we go. That might have skipped a little too far. Look how close that basket is to the water. That's crazy. So Gregg also inbounds, too far to the right, but still inbounds, I believe.
Yeah. The pegs are on his right.
Yeah.
And the good thing is he doesn't
There
have
we
to
go.
challenge the water line.
Not at all.
with
He can
his
just,
approach. Just playing parallel to it. Oh, it's time for a wave and a smile. That's good.
How often can you do that during a round? A lot, I guess, nah? when you're on the pro level now and everyone knows you. Oof, that was hot, and that is wet. Yep. Did a nice little pirouette flip before it went in 9.5. 9.5 on that little flip from the shore into the water.
The approach is that, hey, Thomas, woohoo.
So yeah, right here now he gets really penalized, and he's just gonna have to lay up for a par, and it really should be it should have been an eagle look almost. So that's unfortunate. I'll talk with the tournament director when I see him next.
Okay. I think he's shaking his knees already. Listen here, boy. What's with this dang OB line here? But let's talk about scenery. And this is just one of the courses. Like we are having this tournament is a 4-day tournament. So we're playing this beautiful course 2 times, and tomorrow there'll be another course that we're playing 2 times.
All right, test your water fear. 122 meters to the basket. I believe it's about 95 meters carry over the water. So not a lot of bailout space on the right. As you can see, there's a sports field there. They've pulled the water line, OB line, away from the water, so you don't only have to make it over the water, but also over that line, which is right on the edge of a little hill, cutaway hill for the path. So
it's
a lot of roll-away actions going on here.
It is tricky. Like, really think about how you hit the bank.
Yeah.
Maybe we see skip shots because
I don't know, with that OB line so far from the water, actually. Anyhow, that's beautiful scenery, like you were saying. Green, lush, beautiful houses on the hills. Oh, that's looking low. That is looking low, and that is never going to make it. No. Yeah, that turned over right away after he sent it. I'm sure he knew right away. That's oof.
But somehow he fluffed it. I mean, what was this? It looked so easy all the way.
Yeah. It looks like they have a pretty stiff headwind as well, nah? And
that's
James going out left. So he's staying a little bit safe, puts it off to the left-hand side. Perfect throw. Can't expect much more than that. Wow, just hit the bank right there and fall in that ditch beside the road. That's...
Actually, for players this level, the only thing that's obstructing this is the little circly bullet-shaped tree there. That's kind of avoiding the straight attacks to the basket on the left-hand side, like on the line of play for a straight hyzer shot. And I think that's what makes him think. Well, maybe also the wind. I don't know what he's
Well, it's
about.
a pretty... Just imagine standing there with a 100-meter shot that you have to pump over the water with a serious headwind. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this bail off to the left is pretty standard throw. They're all going to probably pitch up. And I'm wondering where Gregg's off to. What kind of a drop zone they have prepared.
Oh, there is one. That's right there.
Right along the path, right? So there's no more water involved, I guess? Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at those people just standing right there.
Well, he has to...
Yeah, perfect. Perfect throw. That's exactly...
Yeah,
nothing
bogey.
more than you need.
Easy bogey for Gregg.
So, is he going for it?
Of course.
Probably, yeah, eh?
Hjalte Jensen.
Oh, sit. Oh, too bad. Oh boy. So he's certainly moved up the... he's leading the group by 2-3 strokes. Yeah, James has had a hard time getting going. He's already lost his lead. He's no longer in command of the group, let alone the tournament. So, great putt from Thomas.
Great putt.
Little scary, a little bit of a death putt that was. And this has just got to go in. Yeah, scary stuff, putting uphill with the wind in your face.
And wind, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks easier than it is. And Gregg was really committed. So birdie, Thomas.
Oh, there we go. Someone going out to get it. Yay. Oh. Oh, it's floating. And look how I didn't realize the water was so shallow.
Oh, now you know. Let's talk about targets.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Hole 7. Tight tee off. Imagine that.
Imagine that. And there's a little shack. It's a sweating place, so if you shoot into the water, you can go straight in there and take a little sauna.
Sure.
But apart from that, this hole is really strange. I mean...
166 meters, a lot of it uphill.
And
look at that pin position, huh? Look at that pin position. Hey, if you're not stuck there, then yeah, lots of interesting putts going on this green.
It really is. And yeah, the line. Actually, what you haven't seen, there's a Mando somewhere in the middle, and you have to pass left, so you can't really hyzer out just straight.
Well, off the tee, you can't do anything except throw straight, apparently.
The tree that you're seeing there on the right hand side.
It's a Mando left?
That is the Mando left, yeah. Right after this little shack. Which makes it more tighter.
More tighter, yeah.
That looks good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about as that's about as placement as you can get. Wow. That just looks nuts, eh?
Yeah.
That tee off. Oof. Attack the cameraman. Oh, yeah. Great shot.
Could be a little
by
far.
Hjalte, yeah. You think so?
Yeah, I think there's trees obstructing his direct approach.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, this course is not for the weak of heart. There's lots of very precise playing that needs to be had. A little long, little left, little short, then you need a completely different game plan. So, yeah, this is certainly a pro-level course.
Well said, Dave.
Yeah.
And this is Thomas finding out that this is a pro-level course. Where is he?
He's in the bushes. There he is. Wow. That opens up. All right, well, yeah. It's going to be a tough putt from there. He's way down off to the right and short, so we'll see what he has to face.
If you think this looks rough on camera, wow. Yeah. This is the craziest hole. I mean, no.
So Gregg's in actually a pretty decent spot. Oh! He hit the basket. How cool is that, eh? A little bit of delay on the reaction.
I didn't see it go. What did he say?
No, I think he said when someone probably said go, I think he was expecting it to be short actually, but who knows? He's got such great camaraderie and contact with the crowds. He's one of the one of the favorite players out there. It's always talking and joking and just having a good time, which is, hey, why not? Yeah, hey, traveling the world, being a professional disc golfer.
There are worse things to do.
There are worse things to do, yeah. Oh, unfortunately,
we should not talk about worse things to do.
Oh.
Yeah, because Hjalte is hitting trees then.
Oh, it was all my fault.
Oh.
So there we go.
Joined.
This is Thomas's, yeah, just really, that shot looked way... He made that shot look way easier than it was. He was extremely pinched off down there, having just to control the discs. All right, what do we got here? Come on. Oof! Ooh-la. A sail by. Gets saved by the tree, so he's going to have 10 meters to come back. And it looks as if he has one of those new Eagle McMahon Rainmaker putters.
Yeah. This is going to be
plays with or for Team Discmania. I'm not sure about his status on the team, but proud representative, that's for sure. So he had a little bit of horror on this hole, unfortunately. Just
3 different putts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. What a nice basket position, eh? Well done, boys.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Stuff like that only happens when the actual local club is keen on actually just really doing something special for the course.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff doesn't happen from the city or just from one person. That's certainly a...
And if you want to see the guy who made the course design play, just look up yesterday's round on MDG Media.
Ah.
Yeah.
The course designer played yesterday. Cool.
He played -3 on the course.
All right, we got the one of the shortest holes on the course, actually. Only 80 meters, but uphill, 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 uphill.
And actually, this one, I mean, there's a Mando, of course, but this is a hole to relax because all you want to do is shoot up there. There's no OB up there, and you have to be a little lucky that you don't hit a tree. But even if you hit a tree, there are backup lines, like on the left and on the right.
Yeah, it's pretty on quite this slope.
Yeah.
So if you're short and you hit that wall in front there, that could be worse than being shorter.
So hole number 8 is the easiest hole so far for the group, and Conrad proves it.
Yeah, he got a really nice sort of cut, bounce, roll out of the bushes towards the basket, so that's a bonus. Gregg going with his famous side arm, possibly with, I believe he likes to throw road runners for sidearms, but that just left his hand on too much of an angle. So
maybe it was on purpose. I mean, the way it rolled out was perfectly planned.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't believe me, huh?
No, but I think this was on purpose too, to get that, hit that tree up there and then have it fall down and roll.
Oh, I don't like it when you make jokes about me. I mean, come on. The purposes of these two shots are not comparable. This one is crap.
Oh, this one's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hjalte.
Yeah, I think he's got some... He seems to be having a bit of a hard time with the grip issues.
Yeah. Next time, don't.
Oh, going for the big roller. Come on up. Come on.
Stay.
Oh, don't roll back down. How horrible is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Think about roller.
Getting the blues.
Come on, Hjalte. You're the lone European in this group of US boys. Or gentleman. What do you
Thomas is not US.
That's right. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice fluff.
Just saying, eh?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. So, Thomas, this is for Canada. Or for the birch.
Oof, fluffs it. So he's got a little bit of a scary putt coming back, but well within the circle, so it shouldn't pose too many difficulties.
Interesting. Are all the joints connected to the body still? Some Android moving. Wow.
Yeah.
Really takes its time.
Yeah, that's an interesting little...
Thank you for...
pre-shot routine he has. No. Yeah, that tree was probably much more in the way than we could see from this angle. And here's Thomas with his little death putt. Miss this and you're gone. So this has got a... oof. Well,
he missed it and he's still there.
yeah, I know, but he hit chains. I meant airball it, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or just a slight kiss off the chains or metal. But yeah,
off.
solid chains, I mean, that doesn't really count as missing it. I mean, it's not a made putt. You know what I mean? Come on, don't play with my words.
Yeah, Gregg. Is that the sole birdie here?
And this is James going for the sole birdie, right? This has to go in. There's no way he's going to miss this. It's like 1.5 meters. And he's tall enough that he's actually not putting uphill. He's a big boy, James is.
He is.
As is Thomas as well, actually. So, both
Yeah,
very tall.
Thomas looks like a stubborn kid at the moment. But yes, it's one of the easiest holes on the course, and he cards a bogey.
Yeah.
He knows exactly where am I. Yeah, I have to play on.
All right, we're going on to hole 9.
Exactly.
Which also plays over par, as Jan was mentioning earlier, as you were mentioning earlier. Only 2 holes have been played under par on this entire course. So,
And just
as
slightly.
you see, tight. It's a par 4.
It's a huge hook, and
Yeah.
you can't really go for it on the second shot, like really like, oh yeah, no problem, I avoid the tree, I just hammer around it. No, because the OB is, I think it's 4 meters next to the basket, and it's on a slope. Yeah, placement, and really think about your game plan and where you want to be.
And what a gap to get out of first again, no?
Again, yeah.
So often it's basically just straight out, no? Straight out and keep it as straight as you can for as long as you can. And hope.
And then you have an option if you go, if you cut the corner, go straight from this big tree, or if you hack around it.
Yeah.
Well, should pass it first. I think Gregg found the OB. Maybe not. We don't see a sign here. But he will have some struggle coming up. That looks like a clean shot to me. If it passes the bush.
Ooh,
no.
Right in it, huh?
You know
Unfortunately.
what? This small bush makes the difference on this hole. Oh yeah, it's passing the bush, but a little tight. You rather be on the left-hand side, because his approach, like Hjalte's approach on this hole, it's gonna be tough. Oh, sidearm roller, Gregg. Yeah. So James with his game plan for birdie.
Oh, and well,
it's gonna be a long putt.
It's gonna be a long putt. Yeah, he got. As we see, you know, even the approach is nuts here. So difficult. But who said a disc golf hard had to be disc golf hole had to be hard? Easy? No. Who said that? I don't know. I don't remember. I did once, but that was
back in the days.
Back in the days. Yeah. Yeah, but this is really next level hard, no? But still, we've across the board we see lots of birdies still on the lead card as a group.
Yeah, but
also,
also
lots of other colors as well. Christmas is here early with all those lights.
Well,
it's a bogey Christmas. Look at that tree. Crazy.
And yeah, this is just 1 week ahead of the European Open, which is probably a reason why most of the American pros or Canadian
are here already. Yeah,
because they have 2 big tournaments in one. Yeah,
and also the President's Cup, right? Which is also part of the European Open. A day before, they have the President's Cup with the selected Europeans playing against the American All-Stars.
Dave, do you remember like 16 years ago when we were there making this video for like long before Jomas existed, and we were
crazy, eh? Yeah. 16 years ago, we were up there at the European Open, doing a film of that.
The first European
2006, major. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, easy par.
History, and we're back at it. Well, we may be back at the commentary for the European Open. I'm not too sure what they've got rounded up, but be excited to do it. And yeah, here the boys are finishing off with par. Oh, nice birdie for Hjalte to finish off the round. So he did really well in keeping his position in the group, anyways.
Yeah.
And so yeah, lots of red, lots of green, a little bit of purple.
But I tell you something: if nobody sneaked away from these guys, I don't know. There will be somebody. I mean, basically, Hjalte just held his score from the first round, so I'm curious about the leaderboard after the front 9.
Well, after the front 9, it seems as if Hjalte has managed to get the lead for himself, and James Thomas and Bivin
coming up there,
and Christian Kuzuk have all placed themselves in second spot right now. So we'll see what the back 9 brings. And thanks so much, by the way, for joining us, and we'll see you in the back 9.
See you on the back 9. Don't miss out on
like and subscribe.